things got really, really tight. They did a lot of niche work making lamps for a company. And everybody was looking for something. Well, that's about the time, Waymon had a chance to get some machinery that nobody else around here had. And that was, he put a ball mill in and a filter press and the frit furnace. And he said, I had to borrow $10,000 to do this. That's what he was telling me. And he said, I thought when I borrowed $10,000, I would never be able to repay it in my lifetime. And he said, you know what? I wish I'd have borrowed a lot more, because he said, if I had been able to do that, I would have got a frit furnace. What his frit furnace did, he could make the frits that it was like a clear glaze, and he would put the colors in it afterwards. Well, he said, I would have bought a frit furnace where I could, for every color we made.
Well, I remember you telling me that one.
Yeah, and
What were the other two things?
A ball mill and...
What's a ball mill?
Okay, that's how they were breaking down the clay, where I use a hammer mill to break down the clay. They would put that clay and make it into a slip. And these large balls go around and around, and they crush everything in this liquid form.
Okay.
Well, the filter press, then you pump it to the filter press, and the filter press takes the water out.
Oh, okay.
And that's when he would make his additions of silica and all. And that's why, if you look at that clay, how thin it turns.
Right.
That's how he's able to do that. And the other thing about it, you could pick the pots off the wheel and pretty well just throw them down, and they would go back and take their shape. That clay was that refined. And those things really made, just a phenomenal pottery, and made things where nobody else could do quite what the Coles were able to do, which is pretty neat. Everybody has a niche if they can find it.
Right.
And they had always been, they went and were able to find new things as the days and as things changed. Because if you can't do that, you're not going to stay open too long. And they were at the forefront of doing that. They went over from the wood-fired kilns to the oil kilns, that kind of thing. And each time it just, it kept them in the forefront of pottery making.
Gotcha.